Apologize. What do you want our viewers to know when they see this?
She's a sweetheart. She's a very sweet, kind girl. Just please be nice to her. Bring her home if you find her. Tell her that we love her. Wherever she is, I hope she's okay.
I mean, if someone were to come in contact with her and you gave me her diagnoses, would it be easy to approach her without any agitation or anything?
Yeah. She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence, waking up, getting ready to drop her off at school, dropping her off at school, to now speaking to me after talking to the police about her being missing for over 24 hours right now. In one complete sentence, what would that be?
A living nightmare. It's a living nightmare. Day started off like any other. And, I just want to wake up. You just get hit with waves of the reality. Just it's setting in. As soon as it got dark last night, we started falling apart because we knew it wasn't going to come to an end. And now we're going on 24 hours and still nothing. Just conflicting reports here and there. People say they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and none of it's helpful. We just want our baby girl back.
Tom, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Thank you.
Just get you a little bit for me.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
Yeah, okay. So stronger emotions on this one. So, that could start to look in his favor because suddenly I start going, okay, bit of the breathing stronger, it's ramping up here. That would all be good if he wasn't shading his eyes so we can't see in them. So just as everybody's been saying, when you're having real emotions, real heightened emotions, most of which really can't last for more than 10 minutes. It's about the maximum that your metabolism can keep up. A really strong, even if you're joyously happy, 10 minutes is about it because you just run out of energy. You'll start to feel hungry, you'll get depleted of glycogen from your liver. It's like you get, you get that kind of hollow feeling after a while because it's just such an energetic drain. But you aren't concerned with what people think of those emotions. That's when it's great to see people laugh out loud because it's like, wow, they don't care. It's so funny they don't care. Same with crying out loud. The person doesn't care anymore about what people think of them. He cares. And that's why he's not letting you see his eyes. Bad actors are the same, really bad actors. They'll go for the emotion and then they'll start looking away and start saying their lines into the floor somewhere. It's like, they don't want me to see that this isn't going well for them. It's not the real thing. So I don't buy it at all still. Greg, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, just a few things. Not one word to this girl. Not one word. When he's asked to say anything he wants, not one word to the girl. There's more no tears. He talks about her. When he does talk about it, he's talking about bringing her back and finding her and picking her up like she's an inanimate object. Well, probably for a reason. Mm-hmm. And clearly he has said something to this reporter about her having something wrong because he talks about diagnoses. So some kind of disorders, something, again, back to the mother saying ADHD. This guy's like pulling teeth. You're trying to get information about you like pulling teeth. And the interviewer even hands him exactly what to say. Says, if you had one sentence, what would you say? All that emotion, Mark, that I agree with you, it all shows up. Guess what? When it shows up is around him saying, we need something conclusive. This is not going to end. Those are not words that you expect. Conclusive, not going to end. Remember where I saw their genuine emotion in her in the very beginning was around waiting, conclusion, not going to end, not feeling her presence. Not a fan. Scott, what do you got?
All right. There's no upheaval of emotion anywhere in this. As people talk about these things, it'll start dawning on them again. There's a camera guy and there's an interviewer. They're talking to me about our child's missing or our loved one's missing. And you see this upheaval of emotion. We don't see that. We don't see many changes at all in his expressions. because emotions aren't real. There's no sudden panic. There's no realization of the horror that's going on in this situation. None of that. Zero. He just gets at one spot and just kind of glides right along right there. His blink rate's fairly low. It's not anywhere near as low as the woman's was, but it's fairly low. And then I think he's just parroting what he's heard other people say. I think he's just, bringing parrots back into this. I think he's just copying and saying what he's heard other people say in this situation who are actually missing someone. I think that's what we're hearing. He's trying to remember how to say those things. I think he's thought about it before. He's rehearsed it in his head, but he hasn't said it out loud. That's why it sounds a little so odd as well. But he's just parroting what he's heard before. So there's no despair. There's no anger. There's no nothing here. So many things are missing. There's no grief. He shows no true behaviors of grief. We don't even see the sides of the mouth go down. We don't see anything in here. The only thing he's got is a dry Kleenex that he keeps pretending he's wiping his dry eyes with and his dry nose with, and he sniffs a lot. That's the Mark. That is the lamest acting I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty bad movies before. That guy's pretty lame. I mean, what do you think his acting is on? Is it one of the worst you've ever seen, or is it?
Well, he lost me on the first video within 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
so
bad.
So
Pretty
bad.
bad.
Chase, what do you got?
You don't need to be a profiler to look at this clip at all. So here's one tool you can use when the clip comes back on. What does a person default to when they're given an open floor by the media? You can answer most questions when it comes to missing persons announcement with just asking that question. What do they default to when they have the floor? Is it about returning her, asking for help? Is it about hopefulness of finding her in these critical first 72 hours when this video was taken? Is it asking the community to call the police if they see her? Is it emotionally making an appeal or help for assistance? Or is it about their own suffering, their own story, their own lack of sleep, and a very casual mention of wanting the child back, which is what we're seeing here? You'll notice he's saying they want her back with the same vocal tone, again, the same emotional content, the same behavior as when he spelled his name for the camera. That's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing another video, so I was going to.
Well, I think it's great. It was great. I was laughing at Greg. Greg went head down, went right in, man.
That's all I do is this.
Yours look contemplative, Chase. I'll give you that.
One of those tape replays.
I do apologize. What do you want our viewers to know when they see this?
She's a sweetheart. She's a very sweet, kind girl. Just please be nice to her. Bring her home if you find her. Tell her that we love her. Wherever she is, I hope she's okay.
I mean, if someone were to come in contact with her and you gave me her diagnoses, would it be easy to approach her without any agitation or anything?
Yeah. She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence: waking up, getting ready to drop her off at school, dropping her off at school, to now speaking to me after talking to the police about her being missing for over 24 hours right now. In one complete sentence, what would that be?
A living nightmare. It's a living nightmare. Day started off like any other. And I just want to wake up. We just get hit with waves of the reality just setting in. As soon as it got dark last night, we started falling apart because we knew it wasn't going to come to an end. And now we're going on 24 hours and still nothing. Just conflicting reports here and there. People say they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and none of it's helpful. We just want a baby girl back.
Tom, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Thank you.
If you like this video, Get the full body language breakdown and analysis on our main channel by clicking this video right here.